What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestling Crossroads. As always, I am one half of your dynamic duo, Twisted, alongside Brother Pyro.
What up, y'all?
And tonight was night 2 of WrestleMania. It also marks
1 year of Wrestling Crossroads.
It doesn't even feel like it's been a year.
No, it doesn't.
But let's get started on this, as we have a lot to talk about. We have to get through the match card, and then we have some things to let you guys know about at the very end. So actually kicking off our show, we had Brock Lesnar versus Omos. It was everything you expected it to be. It was very, I'm going to try and take you down on Brock Lesnar's end.
Brock Lesnar was getting ragdolled, my boy.
Yes. It was pretty much of, usually what you see Brock Lesnar do to others was actually being done to himself. Very one-sided, very decimated on Brock Lesnar's end. However, picking up the win after one singular F5
and like 4 German suplexes.
Brock Lesnar.
Just because you're a giant don't mean you can tame the beast that is Brock Lesnar. Think about all those who have tried and all those who have failed. Big Show, Mark Henry, Kurt Angle, Hulk Hogan. Better men have tried, better giants have tried, and they've all failed.
I'm very glad that we opened up with this match.
It also wasn't a really long match, so that made it better.
Yeah, it kind of gave you a chance to sink into the fact that, night 2 Mania, kind of take in what they talked about beforehand on the kickoff show, just kind of relapsing what happened in night 1, But take us into our next one.
Women's Tag Team Fatal 4-Way Showcase. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya and Shotzi, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, and hashtag Team Karen, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
Mm-hmm.
In what was, again, another match that you pretty much expected.
Yeah.
For everything it was worth.
Not really any big moments in this match.
Yes, I'm surprised.
I mean, the biggest moment I could see was Raquel threw Liv into the group of the rest of the women. That was pretty much the best part of this match.
Most memorable spot.
Yeah.
Picking up the win to the surprise of nobody. Ronda and Shayna, respect to them though, for coming out in their geese.
Respect on that part. I could care less about this match. Hence why on the pre-show, I didn't even pick somebody to win.
The men's Fatal 4-Way Showcase
was a million times better.
So much better.
So next match, which kind of carried the rest of, obviously, the night, kind of amped us up for it. Triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Gunther, Sheamus, McIntyre. You knew from just the names that this was going to be a heavy hitting match.
What an absolute brawl.
It was.
But in the words of Mr. Sheamus, absolute banger.
It was very beautiful to see these 3 men showcase why Gunther is the champion and why, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre really wanted to go for this title. Not much to talk about when it comes to this type of match because you can expect a lot of heavy hitting from these 3 men.
I love the 10 beats of the ballad cross combination or chop combination that they had with Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Sheamus delivered one, Drew would deliver the chop. Another beat, another chop. Another beat, another chop.
There was even the time
none of these men's chests looked the way that they did when they walked in.
And then you got the 10 beats the Baron with, which ended up being 28 beats of the Baron.
29 and a half. Thank you.
He went to swing for the 29th and Drew was
No, he went to swing for the 30th. And that's when he was like, okay, he didn't get it. So 29 and a half. Thank you, Miss Lady.
No.
Yeah.
You're so argumentative.
Yeah, well, it's me.
But there were a lot of moments where Gunther was actually taken out.
Oh yeah, Gunther was taken out for a good chunk of the match. Towards
Which
the end.
I was really surprised
Towards the
about.
end, he was out for the last few minutes.
Well, I again still very surprised at the fact that Gunther was taken out. I mean, it did take a lot to take him out, but for him to be out for the length that he was is more the shocking factor. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's fair.
However, picking up the win. I know you were a little upset about this.
I was.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'm mad because Flash literally said it 10 seconds before it happened.
Yes.
Jerk off.
Gunther retains his title.
After powerbombing Sheamus onto Drew and then powerbombing Drew.
And then, yeah.
That was fun. That was fun to see.
And as that happens, Flash goes, it'd be really funny if Gunther was going to pick up the win. I see Gunther picking up the win. And
as Gunther's out the ring and then a pinfall attempt. And Gunther's back on screen. Sir, shut up.
All right, take us into our next match.
Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Asuka. This match told every story it needed to tell.
These women beat the hell out of each other.
These two women are the exact reason I say the women's division is in really, really good hands.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't think about it. They are prime examples of why you don't need the 4 horsewomen or the same rotation of like 3 to 4 women in the same spotlight.
True.
Look at what Rhea did last night.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what Bianca and Asuka did tonight.
Yes.
Absolute amazing match.
Mm-hmm.
The attempted KODs, because there was a few that she wanted to attempt but never really got the chance to hit.
Yes.
Asuka really digging into the mind games during the match.
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I love that Asuka does a lot of mind games when it came to this particular match. And she even started out the match before the bell rang playing a bit of mind games because she was looking out into the crowd like she was looking for something.
Or someone.
Yeah. Never know. Continue.
But ultimately, after quick spot with the ref.
Yes.
Thankfully, the referee didn't actually get knocked out.
No, the female ref did not get knocked out, and then there was a moment with the mist that was actually
missed.
Yes.
A little quick back and forth, picking up the victory. Walking out of WrestleMania goes Hollywood. Still Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. This puts her at 3-0 at Mania.
Yes, it does.
Asuka still has yet to achieve a victory at Mania.
Yes.
This is the third Mania Bianca has walked out with a title. I love you, Bianca. Do something with this part of the title run, or I'm going to say what I said when it happened. This was bad booking decision.
Turn her heel.
Something. Give me something. But go ahead and take us into the next very, very, very fun segment.
So after that, we cut to obviously a commercial break. We come back, and the host of WrestleMania, The Miz. Sir, I deal with you interrupting me enough on this podcast. Shut your trap hole. Thank you. It is season 2. Shut up. We come back to the host of WrestleMania and his co-host, Snoop Dogg, in the ring. And they begin discussing yesterday where Snoop Dogg kind of set up The Miz to unintentionally, as you know, Snoop Dogg acted, be beaten by Pat McAfee. He tells him that he could not trust him. He doesn't come into his home and tell him how to rap. So don't come into his home and, pretty much make him wrestle. he said, "Oh, my bad." More or less, not apologizing, but saying, "Dude, I already set you up on another match," and we have a returning Shane O'Mac. I absolutely loved the fact that he was back.
Oh, I lost my mind. I was like, they ain't do this. Let's go.
Shane O'Mac comes down, ref comes into the ring, and the bell rings. Not really much of anything between them before Shane O'Mac gets injured.
I want to point out that man is already a Dance Dance Revolution meme.
Oh my lord.
He is a Dance Dance Revolution meme, and it is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life.
So I have not seen that yet. Shane O'Mac gets injured, medical team come in, and The Miz was getting ready to pin him in that moment, and Snoop said, "Hey, you're not gonna do him like this." Knocks him on his ass twice.
No, he real life just punched the actual crap out of him.
And then performed the people's elbow.
The doggy elbow? As they called it on commentary.
They didn't know what to call it on commentary because they had different names every 5 seconds. Anywho, performs the people's elbow, as we all know it as, and 1, 2, 3 picks up the win over Miz, but that was to nobody's surprise. And that kind of ended that fun little segment. We were kind of hoping that we were going to see a return from a Mr. Randy Orton as he was in LA tonight. But unfortunately, we did not get that. Pyro, you want to take us into the next match?
I am really excited about this match. Hell in a Cell, Demon Balor versus Edge. One of my favorite things is that they brought back Balor's original theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God. They let him wrestle in trunks. Screw the long pants. Thank you. Let's talk about Edge's diamond, rhinestone, whatever.
Absolutely
skull mask.
Beautiful. It fit. It was beautiful. Just because you don't like it and how flashy he was and that he can outflash you doesn't mean nothing.
I didn't say he couldn't outflash me, but you were going dark and brood. No. What? You didn't want flashy. If you're going dark and broody, you don't go flashy.
It worked.
Anyway, It took little to no time to start the mayhem. The bell rings. Edge punches Balor in the face. He is unaffected. They're like, all right, and out the ring. And weapon. I'm mad that all of them were spray painted and color coded.
Not all of them.
90% of them.
I would say a good chunk of them, yes.
You have purple and red candlesticks, purple and red tables, purple and red chairs.
I mean, I think it kind of fit the moment.
I mean, I do too, but I think it was a bit excessive. 1 or 2 or maybe a small handful, fine. But when it's almost everything that they are pulling from under the ring, it's a bit much.
I laugh at the fact that anytime the camera got really close to Finn Balor's face during this, he sounded like a rabid dog.
Sounded like a pug struggling to breathe.
He really did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he really did. There were some beautiful spots in this.
Let's talk about how this man really caught a ladder with his face.
Yeah, that was actually something that did happen during the match, and there was a moment where medical needed to come in and make sure that he was good and wanted him to actually leave. They left the door open.
He said no.
He said no. They continued the match, and Edge ended up putting up the ladder in the ring. It was used a couple more times throughout. And there was even a spot on a ledge in the Hell in a Cell where you had Finn Balor trying to do a coup de grace off of it.
Which would have put Edge through the table.
And
Edge was like, no.
Edge thankfully rolled out of the ring, off the table, And that still didn't seem to stop Balor from getting back up.
No. I'm just really glad that both of his ankles are in one place.
Yes.
Are in the same positions that they started the match with.
Yes.
Because
Cringe from AEW this past weekend.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Same company, kind of.
More or less.
In a way. And then we had the concerto.
Yep. Spear to a concerto, picking up the win, and please, Lord, let this rivalry be put to bed finally. Edge picks up the win. He is now turning his focus onto literally anything else, please.
Lord, please.
Anything.
Lord, please.
Anything.
Wrestling
I want
gods,
to point
please.
out the only person in Judgment Day that picked up the win was Rhea Ripley.
Well, she needed it a lot more than anybody else, I think.
I mean, I 100% believe Balor. It would have made sense to have Balor pick up the win,
Either or,
to, kind of build up some credibility, give him some traction under his belt, give him something, give the Judgment Day something. Because, like Desario said the other day, they did want to try to build Judgment Day to be something big.
Yeah.
So this would have been a step in the right direction, but I also don't think this necessarily hurts them too much.
No.
And I think there is going to be a good recovery upon this.
All right. So after that, we went to yet another commercial break to talk more about recaps of night 1 and then recaps of the Hall of Fame. We then brought out the inductees of this year's Hall of Fame, Miss Stacy Keibler, the Great Muta,
Andy Kaufman,
and
referee Tim White, both represented by their families.
And then Mr. Rey Mysterio.
Our headliner, Rey Mysterio, who again picked up a very big win over his disrespectful son yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Had kind of more of a Great Muta-esque mask tonight.
Went through, gave his respects to, every other inductee.
Which is something you don't normally see from the headliner.
Usually it's just, step up, cool, step up, cool, step up, cool, step up, cool. Here's your headliner, step up, hi, I'm here.
Yeah, I feel like Rey Mysterio is the one that would, obviously give the respects needed. And
I 100%. I believe he did really get a chance to work with Tim White as a referee, so obviously paying the respect
to his
Muta
family.
Definitely helped pave the way for Russ, for him. You can tell Muta wasn't necessarily a bigger guy.
Yeah. So,
and,
absolutely.
he also helped familiarize a different style of wrestling.
Yeah.
A style that we see a lot today with Shinsuke, with Asuka. That strong style.
Yes. So him paying his respects, they then cut to a promo for our main event, which is
undisputed WWE Universal Championship Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes. In what started really well. In what was a really good match. I will say it was very it told its story. Beautiful. You got the involvement of Solo. Guess what? He gets ejected. Chair shot to the ribs, by the way, early on in that match.
Really did play a factor.
I do want to say the expression on Roman's face of him truly not, and you can tell it was a genuine, what the heck is going on? Every time Solo got involved. You can tell he was actually getting a little more angry as Solo kept getting more involved. He wanted to do this alone. He wanted to show the world he can do this alone. You can tell that.
Here's the thing: is
his
playing devil's advocate with you.
He told that story.
But here's the thing: also playing devil's advocate because you like to. You could say that for part of it, but it also could be why are you doing this now? I need you later. Don't do anything stupid.
Guess what? Guess what? He got stupid. He got ejected. He took the weight belt that Cody gave to John Huber's son.
Yes, in his entrance. That was a very, very beautiful, very touching moment. And he got to hold his little girl before his match.
He was with his sister, his wife, his daughter, his mom.
Yep.
Kid, who, mind you, I want to point out that kid is signed to an AEW contract till he's an adult.
Yep, pretty much.
Just for the sake of easing the financial burden on the Huber family.
Yeah.
Then, and you heard this, the ref is tending to Roman, making sure he's okay, making sure he can continue. You heard the thwack.
Yes.
From the weight belt to Cody. The ref pops up almost cartoonistically, turns his head, and is like,
bro,
out.
Yep, pretty much. Get it.
Got ejected.
Laters. It continued very beautifully. A lot of,
again,
nice
back and forth storytelling. How you saw how much this meant to both men. I want to continue my reign of dominance. I need to finish this for my family.
Yes.
The spear, the crossroads, the tribute to Dad in the sense of the bionic elbow, the drop down smack, which Dustin made really, really famous, his brother.
Yep. And then we got more interference.
And then the referee went down. We get more interference. Here come the Usos. Guess what? They didn't last very long.
No, they did not. Which was the beautiful part.
Because here come your new tag team champions, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yes.
But then out again comes Solo. Samoan Spike.
As Cody's getting ready for a third crossroads.
This would have actually been the fourth of the night.
Fourth of the night,
but the third one in a row. Referee obviously not knowing what is going on because he's down. Roman's so out of it, he didn't realize.
Actually, at the moment that Solo came and did the Samoan Spike, the ref was back up and was on the other side of the ring arguing with a Mr. Paul Heyman.
Oh, yep. Heyman causing the distraction, setting that up. Roman not knowing what's going on because that man's eyes were glazed the hell over.
Yep.
Samoan Spike gives him time to recover, set up, spear, Roman Reigns, reign of dominant
terror.
Thank you. Continues. The tribal chief still ahead of the table. Again, bad booking decision because you do not realize that you just broke about 81,000 people's hearts.
And the millions watching all over the world.
I do love how Corey Graves really did say this, though. Just because we're in Hollywood doesn't mean we get the happy ending.
No, but it made sense to give Cody the win.
Cody will be back in the title picture. We all know it.
Either that or this stunts everything again for him. I'm going to lose my absolute if this stunts everything for him. I will. Because he did not come back after 6 years to just be told, guess what? You were that close and now we don't need you. Because I'll be damned.
Oh, I will be too.
But to get on a happier note,
I'm so upset about that.
To get off of something that makes us very angry, let's talk.
Oh, I absolutely lost my mind.
Oh, I know. We both did.
Because again, Flash decided to say something right before the end.
Yes.
Calling it again. That's the third match that he called that night because he did the same thing with Bianca as well.
Yes, he did.
He needs to stop. He needs to shut up and just let things happen instead of speaking things into existence that nobody wants.
He's a wizard.
I wonder who he learned it from.
Hey, I only have that magic with one person and he's not even in this company.
I just want to point out, I want to know where he learned the wizardry from.
I didn't teach him nothing.
Clearly you did.
Nope.
He inherited it some way from you.
Nope.
But I can't.
Nope.
Bull.
This is a family show. I can't say what I really want to say.
Bogus.
All right. Anywho, best match of the night. What you got to say? What you gotta say?
Despite the ending, I gotta go with the main event.
Okay. Best entrance.
I'm torn between two, but I think I'm gonna give it to Bianca.
Bianca and
Bianca, honorable mention Cody, just because of
the tearjerker.
Yes, and honestly, I can't even lie. Roman's was really good as well.
I mean,
Roman's opening up with the piano symphony.
Yes,
was really, really good.
To me, it was just I mean, it didn't work for me personally. Best attire.
Ooh.
Yeah. As always, I gotta personally say I loved Bianca's attire. She does not have bad WrestleMania attire.
No,
ever.
She doesn't. But I'm going Shotzi and Natalia.
Really?
I really liked their attire, and I really liked Liv and Raquel.
I can give it to Liv and Raquel, but Shotzi and Natalia, no.
You know what? I'm not as invested in attire as you. Okay?
Best moment. Ooh.
Best moment.
I don't think Night 2 really had one. Aside from Cody giving up his weight belt.
One of my or them actually acknowledging the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner. I think that was really fun because they haven't paid attention to that really since like its third year.
True. All right. Best performer.
We only got the America the Beautiful.
I don't necessarily think they mean performance. I think they mean like wrestler.
Ooh.
Which is something I didn't iterate in Night 1, but I mean we got the 2 songs, so kind of got us there.
All right.
So what do you think?
Going through, looking at all the matches, thinking who did the best.
Who do you say really laid their heart out on the table tonight? In all honesty.
Edge and Cody. So now that we've established what we really meant, I can actually go back, edit Night 1. Performer of the night for Night 1 was definitely Rhea. Rhea.
I mean, I totally agree with you on that. Ending off this questionnaire, your OMG moment of the night.
Shane McMahon's return / Snoop Dogg beating the piss out of Miz.
All right. I totally agree.
It was, oh my god, to see Shane come back, considering his own dad fired him last year after the Rumble.
Yes.
And then it was just kind of funny to watch Miz get beat up.
I mean, I totally agree. And that actually wraps up WrestleMania Night 2.
All right. We hope you guys enjoyed the show, the weekend, everything that wrestling has to offer. Aftermath starts tomorrow, Raw after Mania, baby.
And now to get onto something else that we need to discuss. As we are entering, obviously, we have just passed year 1. We are now entering season 2 of Wrestling Crossroads. We have a lot of different things coming to you. One of them being we are going to start subscriptions, if you guys would like it, Wrestling Crossroads Plus, where we will be doing more or less specialty episodes.
So like the anniversary episodes to Raw and SmackDown, the Raw Goes Old School that usually happens every year, things like NXT Roadblock or like New Year's Evil.
Yes. And the one for AEW that
the AEW Battle of the Belts episodes.
And if they have like any specialty ones, like 2 weeks ago where they did it on Saturday, we can also cover those. But this is something that we're going to be starting pretty much tonight and or tomorrow for our subscriptions. I will leave the link down below. And if you guys would like to subscribe, more than welcome to. We are thankful for everything that you guys have done for us in the past year. We have put out over 50 episodes. We have close to 200 downloads total. And it's just absolutely amazing to see where we have come in such a short amount of time.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be awesome. Another thing I kind of want to start doing just because we are starting to really become a brand.
Yes.
One I want me especially because I do a lot of the heavy promoting.
Yes.
I want to do a lot more with our social media, our
Yeah.
Instagram, our Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of a Facebook page, and I will actually be converting, or I will also be starting us a TikTok page.
Okay.
Which will be a lot of fun. There will be times where going into like big events, I will probably be going live.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
You're better at the promotion edge game than I am.
Oh yeah, promoting us, giving small like individual predictions. There might be even times where I do it while we are recording.
Yeah.
Just because I think it'd be fun to see for the fans to see where we're coming from. Mm-hmm. Also, another thing I want to do, and I'm gonna have you leave my email.
Yes.
In the description because I want to take a fan vote. Nothing set in stone, but I'm thinking of starting us some merch, t-shirts to start off with or whatever. So if you guys are interested, shoot me with an email, and I will definitely be getting it. And if I get a majority saying that's like that would be
this
cool.
Is something that I'd like to do.
This is something I want, then I will get started on it.
All right. So as you hear, we have a lot coming for season 2. A lot of this will be put down in the description below, per usual, with just kind of a recap of tonight.
And then for season 2, I know you were talking about getting each show its own like individuality. So like NXT really being NXT instead of a mesh.
Yes, all of our intros will be kind of their own thing.
Less of a mesh and more AEW related.
Yes.
Same with WWE. And then when we eventually get to it at some point, because we are going to get to it when we start adding in the Ring of Honor again, adding into the fold Impact and New Japan.
Yes.
And then eventually, hopefully, we can grow into other, maybe season 3 or whatever, we can continue to grow into other promotions.
Yeah, I mean, we're only looking to get bigger and to get better at what we do. So
keep entertaining you guys.
Aside from, what we do currently, you have obviously our handle for our Instagram and our Twitter. You can always message us or tweet us on those. And if you guys have any ideas for anything, any suggestions, feel free to shoot them our way. And we'd love to hear any suggestions, honestly.
Honestly, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Give us what you think we could do, what you think we're doing well, what you think we could work on.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we know that most times it's our, we have a little bit of issue with our production here and there when it comes to speaking. As we were just kind of starting out. We wanted to at least get the ball up and rolling and kind of work out any tweaks that we needed to throughout year 1. But now that we are heading into year 2, it's time to kind of fix those a bit, as Pyro likes to say, tighten the screws.
Thank Bully Ray for that one.
So we'll definitely get through that. But that wraps up Night 2, WrestleMania, and a full year, a full season of Wrestling Crossroads.
Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Continue to support us.
Yes.
As we continue to grow. We love you all.
Laters.